Alright. Recording start. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Seems a bit loud. There we go.
Fantastic.
I think I fixed it.
Cool.
Welcome everyone, we're finally live. Ha
Yes,
ha.
and we're finally recording over here. Well, man, I
Whatever the fuck.
can't even like point things out anymore. Streaming, you can't come and see this.
Yeah.
You can come and watch this recording over on Fun of Odds.
Or you can watch my live stream right
Or
now.
you can watch live stream right
Ah.
now. Exactly. But if you miss anything, you're catching up, go over the Fun of Odds. All the old ones are there too.
Mhm.
Yes.
Waste your life with several days.
My God,
weeks
there
worth
is
of videos.
so much D&D in there. Holy shit. We've been playing this for a long time. Yes. So, last time on Dungeons & Dragons, I have just done a full recap for everybody, but for recording and for live stream, the gist of it is the team has finally run into the big man himself, Jeddick, introduced him to the Ice King, found out that Elirotha was definitely a Sapphire Dragon, and she's pissed.
We knew it!
Yeah. Convinced the king to help with the idea, the null plan. Varys fixed his gun and did some other things with the king, and now the team's all the way back at the embassy and not embassy, the ambassador's quarters. It's kind of like an embassy, not the same. Where Zupimo and Hamon are patiently waiting outside, ready to head on to the next adventure. So,
Did Ailey get all of her Molotovs that she wanted?
you rolled like a 2 of investigation, remember? So I don't think you found any.
No, you still gave me some bottles. The 2 wasn't that for the spice that I have no idea what they're gonna do.
No. Investigation 2. Right there in the list of things. It was the last investigation roll.
But that was something else.
No,
Wasn't that them
no,
looking for more?
that was you looking for glass bottles. You have got all of your Molotovs that you've currently made in your inventory.
Ah, right. That's it then. Okay.
Okay. You've got like over 15 of them, so I think that's sufficient.
Yes.
That's a lot of cocktails. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Just
we
rattling
needed to
in
put
your
the
bag at all
chaos
times.
back into chaotic neutral or whatever she is. I think she used to be chaotic good, but not anymore.
No, you're not chaotic good anymore. Yeah, you kind of said yes to some bad, evil things.
Is she too dumb to know that it's evil?
So sometimes the chaos just takes over, you know?
Yeah, but it was
If it doesn't take you to neutral, well, you're really chaotic.
Exactly. Anyway, what do you guys want to do? Obviously, the real overarching plan is to head to Zoltamal, which is Jamie's house, home kingdom. There are many ways for you to get there. You can just go straight north and go through Povalor, which is the water capital, where you'd run into Elirotha probably if you end up over there. Or you can just shoot across the plains essentially to direct to Zoltamal. You guys have been that way before, you know where you're going, but obviously there's also lots of these people are more, the elves are a whole lot more magical than everybody else, so if there was anything magical you guys wanted to buy, this would definitely be one of the places to do that. There are obviously lots of stores within the walls and up the walls of Valor. So
you can just check out some magical stores.
Perfect. I imagine that Ailey would be particularly interested in the store that they were at. They were here previously, which contained the glittery elven maker.
Mm-hmm. Should be buying more of that. I'm sure she must be nearly out by now, right?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, she didn't use that much, but she probably intends to
She
use
used
more.
it on the horse.
Yeah,
That
you
is
just
true,
caked
but
it
she
on
didn't have to
everybody
pop.
everywhere. So,
She's gonna just start smearing it up. Oh god, she's totally gonna smear it onto Jadet.
Gotta glitter those pics.
Yeah.
She can try.
Yeah. Do you know
Okay.
what really will make your pics pop? I know this amazing store with glitter, and it tightens the skin at the same time.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh no, it's really it will bring out the definition in your abs really well.
Jeddah sort of flexes a little bit. He's like, I'm happy with my definition. That's also the biggest word that he knows at the moment.
definition. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll hold for like a couple of days.
That's only because it's about abs.
yeah.
I mean, that's so many syllables. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, do you attempt to put it on him, or are you just gonna go and buy some more?
She's just gonna wander off to go buy some.
Okay. Are you all gonna
And
follow?
she'll
or-
just presume the others are gonna follow her, even though they're probably not.
Yes. I know.
She's just gonna head off.
Is everybody gonna follow, or look for your own things?
Where's she going? Is it a store with magical stuff?
Makeup store.
Yeah. Well,
And clothes.
so there's a very specific store that they previously bought some a fancy dress from, purple, which was not in style at the time. Right next to it there was a makeup, or was it the store? Man, it's been a long time. I don't think I've even got this written down.
It was a big black glittery dress, wasn't it?
No, it was purple. It was for Jamie.
Was it purple? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, remember she brought two because she. Brought one
Yes, you
for
did
her
buy
and
your
for
own
Jane.
one, and then yes, you did. You ordered one that was out of stock for that one. Yes. Yes. But I can't remember if it was in the store, if it was next to the store. But either way, in that
It was
in that general
backstreets,
area.
at least. Yeah.
there was a makeup. There was makeup store specifically. It wasn't specifically for magic, although it is lightly made. Everybody in this place is magical, so the makeup itself probably was magical, and probably is. It's probably not. It's certainly not a natural effect to when Ailey puts it on, and you've probably seen Ailey put it on, and not been sure exactly what it was, but it makes them wherever they put it. It's a nice glittery finish, like their skin is actually reflecting light, like they've basically made themselves iridescent. Thanks, Jaunty, for that. Anyway, but it also has the effect of even in the places where it's not, but it is like stretching the skin back, making every pointing all of their features, making their ears look a little bit longer than normal. It is essentially making them hyper elven, essentially, which seems to be the whole point of the makeup in general for these elves, is to accentuate those elven features.
Okay.
More elven.
Jin probably doesn't know any of this because I can't imagine that Ailey stopped to explain herself.
No, but you would have seen
No,
the effect at least.
You would have just seen
Yeah.
that she suddenly looked like an more elf-like than dragon-like, and like what?
Yeah, I mean, as a half dragon, they kind of have that. They have that half elven feel about them as a half dragon, being partly human, partly magical, but not nearly as much as your half elven form. And the elves here as well are a lot more pointed than other elves you've seen. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
You can certainly recognize them as elves, but they're a lot they're a lot more alien, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot more of those far pointier chin and nose and cheekbones and longer ears.
So they've all got elf plastic surgery.
Essentially, it kind of looks like that.
Jin's gonna turn around to Thoricus and go, "What's a good magic store around here?"
Do I even know?
Did we go to one?
I don't believe you did.
I'm like, because every time I get this close as Ultimol, I'm just like, Jamie. I just want to leave. I don't know. I guess we should find one.
Game is paused. That's why I can't move.
Yes.
I was gonna move her to the I think it was over here-ish.
It was actually outside the walls. It was over here.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. So
I'm
she
safe.
would have headed that way. She probably will look for a magic store on the way, but more on the street that everything else is on that she's looking for. She's looking for more interesting shops.
Okay. I guess my question for everybody else is, would you follow Ailey and keep looking, or would you just let them go?
I would let Ailey go.
Knowing the kind of trouble that they can get up to?
Yes.
Well, I feel like Varys would at least follow behind.
Yeah.
Varys
Yeah.
would.
And
He doesn't know. He's just gonna stick with the majority.
Yeah.
He's also eating because he's hungry.
So we should stop by somewhere to get more rations for him.
Oh, always.
there was that really good store that the previous orc found.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what it was. It was like burritos or something. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. God.
I'm sure there'll be good food.
God damn it. There's so much lore that even I've forgotten about this place. I mean, it's been
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. In game, it's only been like a couple of weeks. Yeah, in game, it's only been a couple of weeks since you guys were last here.
That could translate to like a year or more.
Yeah, it has been like a year or more since you guys are actually here. Because we still had the other half orc last time you were here.
Dang, it's been a while.
Yeah. And you guys were also level 5.
We were babies.
You were babies. For the demon. Anyway. Okay. So.
Buff.
Alright, so I know where you're going, Ailey, so we'll come to you in a second.
No, I figured that.
You guys looking for a magic shop. Can I get you to roll an investigation?
Oh, investigation, not
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah. Perception is just
Well, I was looking around where I was. Where I was?
Yeah. Well, yeah, on that perception, you don't see any in the immediate periphery of you guys, but with you guys' investigations, yep. So you guys sort of start walking around, probably in a general direction that Ailey went, not directly following after them. As you know, that there are some stores and stuff in that general direction, but it is oddly enough Jeddick who spots a
It's got to be a food store, right? 'Cause that's
well.
I was thinking for him, yeah, he rolled high, but that means he thinks he's found it, so he's just pointing everywhere and just constantly.
Oh no! I was going for something specifically. So he is. I mean, it is an intelligence-based role, so there is definitely some great assault there. Yeah, that's why it's a -1 to your roll.
Yep.
But what do
he
we
could
say?
point it out
You don't know. You don't know what
that
magic
means
is, right?
everything.
You had trouble understanding that stuff.
He knows what it is, but he doesn't know what it isn't. So, like, someone putting makeup on could be magic to him.
Yeah,
Someone, you know, like running water is magic to him. You know.
Right.
Anything that he doesn't understand how it works.
Yeah, it's just that's just how his family explain things to him. Well, his adopted family is how they explain things to him.
Everything is magic.
It's just magic. It's just easier because he just doesn't get it.
Okay.
Aw,
Well, then a
poor
combination of things then. So Jeddick does spend some time just pointing at
Yeah.
random things that seem amazing to him. You know, like glass.
Oh my
I can
God.
see through this, but I can't penetrate it.
It's a force field.
Yeah.
Someone's put up a barrier spell.
Yeah, but with Thoricus and Jin's help, you do eventually narrow down his suggestions to a store that has it doesn't have a glass window up front, and it's made of the same stone that all the buildings in this area are made out of. Standing, probably not that tall for the buildings that you've seen. It is, you know, tall enough for elven stuff, so even Jeddick would be able to fit through the doors, surprisingly. But no window into this place, but there is a sign out front that says something about potions. You guys, elven is granted elven. I guess no, hold on. Jin, you speak elven naturally, right? Yes, elvish
Yeah.
naturally. So you would understand the pun appropriately, but for Thoricus, the knowledge of their elvish was granted by magic, so they just sort of they understand it in a literal sense, but you get the pun of like the like potion brewing pun on the sign. If that makes sense. It's like a potion brewing's pun on the sign that only Jin seems to get.
Thoricus continues to be autistic and not get it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you
Laughs as well, but he
Like our
doesn't get
group
it. He just,
autistic. No.
he just laughs when someone else is laughing. It's like a very Seth Rogen sort of laugh.
Perfect. But you do get immediately as you get close, you've like a smell washes over you that's like lavender and it's like lavender and ozone mixed together, like a spiky lavender, if that makes sense. That you immediately get are familiar with the smell as a main brewing component, right? One that's often found. So it's not just a potion shop, but a shop that is brewing currently in big batches.
Cool.
To elicit this kind of just wave of the smell, they've got to be like industrial almost.
Jun is intrigued and wanders over.
Okay. I imagine the rest of the team follows.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You enter the store. There are racks upon racks of differing ingredients. Not. It's weird. You roll me a perception check. Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone is entering.
Ooh.
Dorcas? Damn, okay.
Wisdom based.
Yeah. So Jun, yeah, you all notice that that all the ingredients that are, so it's just racks upon racks of different ingredients that at first glance Thoricus definitely immediately notices. The rest of you sort of takes a moment that they are illusionary.
What are? Sorry?
So on the shelves on each side in the center of the store, there's like ingredients that all like flowers and innards and rocks and precious stones, all that stuff, in various containers. Some for the flowers growing on smaller versions of their plants. But alongside their signage, which displays what they are, it also basically says in Elvish, "Talk to the front desk," as you notice that they are an illusion, that they have been magically shown to appear here. And although you could grab one and actually move it and take it with you, it's not the actual thing.
Hmm.
They're like Japanese display food. Really
Yeah.
convincing.
Mhm.
Extremely convincing.
Right.
I don't know how Jeddick would really interpret this.
Oh my god, is Jeddick gonna like bite into a fake apple or something?
Well, luckily there's not like particularly food items here, other than like,
Sometimes it takes a while to notice something.
yeah, other than like some jars have like what looks like gallbladders and kidneys and things like that of other animals. Maybe a tusk here or there. How does Jeddick take that? He does have the perception to know that they aren't, that there's something off about them, that they don't seem quite real.
He probably wouldn't say anything because he'd be like worried about looking dumb in front of his new friends. So he'd just kind of stare at them and sort of check to see if anyone else is saying anything.
Fair enough.
He's nervous.
Yeah. There are also several books under, like, sort of sitting on lower shelves, easily accessible. They seem like less something you can purchase, more reference materials. So, if you've come out to buy something for a specific potion, you don't know, you can't remember exactly what it is, well, they've got all the reference here for you, so you can quickly look up what potion you were actually trying to make and see if you've got the right ingredients.
So cool.
Yeah.
Jun's gonna walk up to the front desk.
All right. There doesn't appear to be anyone there currently, but there is like essentially an Elvish printed press here, and there's a little like arcane sigil right in the middle of it.
Jun's gonna press here.
You hear the equivalent of a bell.
Ding.
Ding ding ding. Yes, I will be right with you. You hear in a very an interesting Elven accent. So you from all the elves you've spoken to in this area, is your elvish is from the other continent. It's closer in that to Sylvan, if that makes sense. So it's like their pronunciation is very strict, if that makes sense. So whereas you can normally get away with lulling on your vowels and stuff in regular Elvish, because they've loosened the rules for all of those humans and stuff. Essentially, these elves are like picture perfect pronunciation of Elvish, like as you would have been taught in school Elvish.
Fancy Elvish.
Yeah, but the voice you're getting from this cleric is different again, where it's not so picture perfect, but it's like a southern drawl kind of Elvish. Like he's like he's extending the vowels more than you're really supposed to, but it still works. Yeah. Here's some clanging of glass against glass in the back, and then
Ailey should have gone there for bottles.
yeah. Well, it would have been crystal, but this sounds very similar.
Oh yeah, because potion bottles don't work great. We've already
Yeah, potion bottles don't.
because they don't smash easy.
Yeah. I know Ailey got a lot of force.
Yep, you'd have to do a lot to smash a potion bottle. Is that meant to sit in sacks for adventurers and stuff, and hold magical stuff. It took Thrakus exploding a potion shop to really get much of it going. So
I don't recommend it.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
Anyway,
Is that here?
No,
no, that was
that was in the underground
that was
city.
in Storm Sledge.
Oh no, stabbed.
Yeah.
Places you don't want explosions.
Yes. Anyway, yes, you you then see a darker skinned elf, to a lot of the ones you've been seeing around here. Thrakus would not be unfamiliar with this as one of the elves that they had previously run into that was protecting Jamie, one of the Fire Nation's ones.
Yeah. Cool.
I cannot remember his name. Fuck. Ugh. I'm so annoyed now. Why didn't I put this down as well? Anyway, yes. Exactly. Everything did change. Yes, one of the Fire Kingdom's elves, which is interesting because they didn't seem to get along very well. But times are a changing. He comes out and comes out the back and spots you all, and is essentially like, "Howdy, what can I do you for?"
Hello, friend. You appear to be brewing potions.
That I am a lot. Got a big order to fill.
Ah, what kind of order, if you don't mind me asking?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Ooh.
Guardsmen around here have, they've got low on health potions, so just making a big batch of that.
Oh, health potions. Always useful. Always useful.
Aye. Well,
Yes, we are traveling through and thought we'd pop in and see what was available.
well, all right. Ventures, I guess. Let me take a look. Yeah. Pulls out a small booklet. Well, I say small. A book that is thin. And starts flipping through some pages, and you see in with your passive perception, you can see it's just like orders of magnitude of several different big orders of different potions. As you flipping through, you can catch a lot of health potion orders, obviously, but things like just remedies, invisibility potions, just all number of different potions, from all things you can think of, and some you're not even sure what exactly they do based on the name that you saw on them. But he gets to the end, and you see him sort of put his finger to some points on it and go, well, I do have some leftover health potions, not in a big batch. You need some of those. What else have I got here? Potions. I got potions of strength. I got potions of invisibility. I got potions of resistances. I got potions of haste. I got potions of animal speaking. I got potions of, well,
That is a real good thing Ailey's not there. Animal speak.
Yep.
You know what she'd do.
Yep.
Talk with me, but in animal sounds.
Yep.
Probably, actually. You know.
Yeah. And potions of skill and other things. What exactly, is there anything in particular that catches your fancy?
Well, normally we'd be after health potions, but got quite a few of those at the moment, although the others might be interested, but
So does he
Potion of-
have like a menu of sorts that you can look through to look at things?
Not really. You see,
Okay.
he's like reading off of a list of things. It seems like while you've walked, while he sells potions, it seems like his main thing is to brew large batches, and sell those to, by order, essentially. So his normal thing is you'd order a bunch of potions, and he'd make them all and deliver them to you. But he also seems to sell ingredients, as a sort of a wholesaler on those. But he does have a sort of, the offcuts, right? So when somebody orders a massive batch of healing potions, he's got to do a certain amount, and he just has a bunch left over. So
I see.
that's what he's selling. Yeah. So he's got in his ledger there. He is looking at things that have not yet, offcuts that have not yet gone out, essentially. So, got those ready there for you. But he also, again, he also may have other things that he's not necessarily telling you about.
Can I
Those are
ask
questions.
how, like, what's the layout of this shop we're in? Like, is there enough room for Jeddick to move around, or would he be nervous about being in there, especially with all the crystal bottles and stuff?
No, there's a good amount of space either side of you. I guess if you had your sword up and like pointing outward, then yeah, you could absolutely spin and knock some stuff off. But just hands at your sides, you're okay.
Yeah, no, he's just hands on his sides.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have rations?
No,
Okay. I'll go
He's
wait
just like,
outside.
okay.
Jordan sighs deeply.
Interesting
It
fellow
was
you
the
got
glass
there.
windows, was there?
No,
Is that
it wasn't.
right? Okay.
Not in this one.
He would have looked through the glass window otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
It's a funny one you got there. Yeah. I mean-
Janet comes back in while he's still speaking.
No.
Just sort of, do you know where Russians are?
I think there's a food place just down the street, and he points.
He bends down to Thrakus and Jin and can we go there next?
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Thank you. I'll go wait outside.
I see. Yes, I have several potions here that will heal you, increase your ability. Don't really have many damage dealing ones, such as like breath attacks or anything like that. Don't have any of those currently, but yeah, strength potions, dexterity potions, things like that. I got a couple of those lying around if you want. But yeah, I do normally deal in larger batches. So if you've got the coin running around, you need healing potions from here till whenever. Then could put an order now in, and I could sort you out in the future.
This is very good to know. Yes. You said you have skill enhancing potions.
Yes. Let me find one for you. And you see him pull open a drawer. That shouldn't. The depth of the desk that he's at, there shouldn't be a drawer that large in it. But nonetheless, there's a drawer that comes out, and he pulls out a small crystal vial of a golden liquid. That sort of when he moves it, you see like a thin black streak swirl around in it and settle slowly. This is a potion of skillfulness. It is said to increase your proficiency bonus by 2 for an hour.
Ah, that statistic that I carry around with me. I see.
Yes.
So just so I understand, that means any skill I have proficiency in,
So your
the bonus
proficiency
increases.
Yes. So your proficiency bonus, which is +4, would be +6 for an hour. So yeah, anything that you're proficient in would get an additional +2 to it. So weapons, all of your attributes, all of your special proficient ones. Yes.
How much are you asking for that one?
It's sort of off the top, so 500 gold.
Hmm. Could be useful for our upcoming escapades, Thoracus. What do you think?
I mean, yes. Like,
But I suppose Varys has the shared.
I will say for this instance, you have claimed it from him.
Okay, cool.
I return.
Currently in the bag of holding, there is 330 gold.
Ah.
And Varys has no gold on him. None.
Yes. Jin has 3 gold. 73 gold and 50 platinum, and it's just not going to add up.
50 platinum, if I'm not mistaken. Check.
Isn't that 50 gold?
That's 500 gold, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Oh, I thought they were 10, not 100.
Yeah, 50 platinum.
Oh, why was I thinking 5 platinum?
It's alright, it's the end of the day on Monday.
Yeah.
Like,
Ah,
1 platinum, 14 gold. Yeah.
I've had
So
a
that'll be
horrendous
500.
day.
500 gold, which is perfect for this. Play one of those if you want.
tempting.
But he does have other things. Bring back the items list here. Come on. Potions.
Oh, the problem with buying a potion is if I use it and then I don't need it. Dilemma.
I also have a few other statistic increasing things. They're a little bit pricier, but if you happen upon some money and want to come back, I might still have them. This one we call Cement Potion, which will change your Constitution score to 24 for 1 hour. It'll increase your maximum hit points and heal for that. And obviously, potions of Stone Giant Strength. This sets your Strength potion to 23 for an hour. Let's make it big and strong. What else? And this one we like to call the Love Potion, which will set your Charisma score to 24 for an hour. And will also give you advantage on persuasion and performance checks related to beguiling a person in your favor.
Ailey 2.0. There's lots of crinkling. Also, Beckett safely inside.
I think what Jun is going to do is ooh and ah over the potions, and then kind of look at Thoracus and ooh and ah over the potions, and then kind of go, well, I'm very tempted by that skill potion. But what I might do, just have a bit more of a look around while I'm here, and then pop back if I'm still thinking about it later this day.
All right. I will put a 24-hour hold on it. You see him place it back in the drawer and close it.
Thank you. That's gracious.
No problem at all.
Can you recommend any other shops while we're here?
Well, I'm not usually in the line of suggesting other people spend your money at other people's abodes, but
Oh, not competitors, obviously.
of course. But if you're looking for magical
no. That's
items,
not how capitalism works.
if you're looking for magical items, there is a nice place down in the north, about 2 blocks. And obviously, for food, there's that place that I sent your friend off to.
Jin will take a mental note of the magical items shop and, graciously thank the man and leave.
Thank you.
Hopefully having endeared himself to the shop owner.
Mm.
Although the shop owner probably only really cares about money.
Yeah, he does. Roll an insight check for me. Yeah. Still seems nice enough.
Okay. That's a good sign.
But you exit the potion store and make your way to Jeddick, who by this point you'll probably see him sitting at a table far too small for him, and a chair that's far too small for him, just hacking off some meat straight from the bone. There are several other patrons who are looking over in a shocked manner. You're not sure exactly how he's managed to procure this. In fact, you're pretty sure that he hasn't paid yet, and they're just kind of hoping that he will when he's finished.
They're just giving it away.
So,
Jin sighs deeply.
well, I'll leave it.
Hang on, I think the cat wants to go out.
Okay. I won't leave you guys here. Go to Ailey then. What are you guys doing then? Now that you've rejoined with Jeddick.
Jin's essentially just going to impatiently wait until he can drag or leave. He's not particularly interested in food. He's interested in what weird and wonderful magical things he can acquire whilst here before they go and do the thing that he thinks is very important.
That's fair.
Take this with me. Wait, that's not what. I could. Nope. Sorry. Getting over some sickness. I can take this with me.
Your voices are pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jin's voice changes every time I open my mouth.
Yep. Well, you see as Jeddick gets up and starts to walk away with this meat, you see a poor, sad little elven waiter sort of run up to where he was sitting and just sort of put his hand in the air and see the absolute mammoth of the man that he's going to ask for this, and sort of see him sort of die a little inside. He doesn't say anything.
What's Thoracus gonna do?
Thoracus?
Sorry?
What are you doing at the side of that?
Janet may have unintentionally committed shoplifting.
Well, more like
I mean-
more like dine and dashing.
I mean, did anyone
100%
notice?
fun.
Did he get caught?
No, so he was okay. So you came and saw him sitting at a small table on a small chair that he's too small. That he's too big for, eating meat off the bone.
Yeah.
You guys sort of just him that you guys need to get going. You're not really here to sample the delicacies. So he gets up and says, "I'll take this with me," and just walks off eating this meat. And then there is a smaller elf waiter that walks up, politely puts up his hand as if to try and get some attention, but does not say anything. And you see him very slightly die inside as he notices the absolute hulk of the man that he is going to have to ask to pay for that.
Janet high-fives him and says, "Thank you. This is great. Everyone here's so nice."
So what is the Ragus doing?
And this doesn't involve me, really. Like, I don't know what everyone wants the ruckus to do, but
Okay.
What
So,
some of them-
like, are you gonna follow after Jeddick?
I mean, I suppose we should.
Because, like,
He
Jun-
seems like he needs help getting around.
Yep. So Jun's probably gonna, like, encourage everybody to file out. As everybody files out, he'll take up the end of the line, look at the kid, assuming that it's a kid
Mhm.
that's waiting tables, and just toss him an amount of money that is appropriate.
Okay.
But,
Say
like, only if no one else can see.
so. Say a silver.
A silver?
Does Jeddick see Jun give him money?
No, you guys are
Okay.
well out of sight by the time that Jin decides to finally do that.
This is the start of a dangerous path for Jeddick.
Yeah. But the small elf nods his head. It's like, thank you. But you have noticed, obviously, that you would like to go to see the magic item shop that was suggested to you, and Jeddick has gone the entirely different way.
Yeah,
Jun
but he doesn't know that.
sighs
He just thinks that it's the right way.
He'll go out there and go, guys, this way.
Yes. That way.
Perfect.
Is Jeddick coming, like, facing the correct way that Jun wants him to go?
He's facing a way.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of the direction he was walking in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now the correct direction is.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
So Jun's gonna kind of guide everyone to this shop. And
Cool.
encourage Jeddick to enjoy the sunshine with what's left of his meat.
Oh.
Because he might not like this shop, so, Jun will come and find him when he's done.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. So you make it to to follow the directions given to you by the potion seller, and eventually make it to a shop that does have a glass window out front of it this time. And
Oh my
even-
god.
I know. And even has a very brightly coloured sword and shield, or sword smacking into a shield. It even, illusionarily moves back and forward, like it's, like it's constantly smacking against the shield. All very glittery and sort of. You feel like when it was first put up, it was probably looked really nice, but now it's sort of gotten to the point where it looks a bit tacky. But it is very clearly a magic shop, a magic item shop. You see looking through the window, right in the front, there's a few shelves that are showing off some fine magical jewelry that glint in the light, particularly a jeweled necklace, some rings, and a fine looking dagger.
Ooh.
Very lucky Ailey's not there.
Obviously, Jin's gonna go in.
Cool. You enter into the store and are met by a few elves standing in the shelves. Standing in the shelves. One of them has got one of the magical swords and is sort of just practicing with it, but clearly has no idea what he's doing. That sort of person. And another is just yeah.
You mean like my ex who used to walk into, gimmicky shops and act like the katana was real?
Oh yeah. You were expertly
like that douchebag.
you were expertly feeling the weight and heft of a fake sword.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yes, that is essentially what is happening. The other one is very carefully inspecting every single inscription. It looks like he's sort of paranoid about getting a curse cited.
So these other shoppers.
Yes, there are two other people in here. One person, again, probably not going to buy anything. It's just waving a sword around, and the other who is very, very cautious about what he's trying to purchase. But the storekeep is at the front desk watching this unfold, and says, "Welcome, customers, adventurers. What can I do you for?"
Ah, yes, must be a nice change to have customers.
And he's like a sly laugh under there. Yes. Well, I have many a dazzling feat here, items to inflict wounds upon thine enemies to protect thine self, and a few things for special occasions.
Special occasions. Very good, very good. And can Jun, so this guy with the sword, is he kind of practicing with it, waving it around?
Not extensively waving it around, but he's sort of just getting in poses, like he's ready to slash at somebody. Not actually, and then relaxing, making sure he's being very careful to not actually hurt anyone. He seems to realize that this sword is actually dangerous, but is still playing with it.
Okay, so he's, right. The joys. No, so what is the sword he's playing with? Can I tell without actually going up to him?
Not really. You can see the sort of the word I'm looking for here. Sort of like a coat rack, but for swords. That's got a few other swords on it of differing lengths. A scimitar, long sword, great sword, short sword, and his the empty space where his was. Seems like it was a short sword as well. But you'd have to get a little bit closer, or well, I guess you've got Devil's Sight. So roll a perception check, see if you can read the inscription
Yes.
by here.
Yes. Oh.
Nah, afraid not. It's a little,
No.
just a little too off, and he's sort of getting in the way. So can't really see it.
Well, Jin's gonna ignore him
Okay.
for now, and kind of say to the owner, well, I'm personally quite pleased with the weapon I have for now, but what special occasion things do you have?
Ah, I see.
He did say special occasion
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, your
And-
Riz, your flair,
Yeah.
it came back to bite you. in
Jin
the
is
butt.
going to get very embarrassed very quickly.
Is
as he's like, oh, okay, and he pulls out a thin booklet, much like the the guy from the potion store had, and places it in front of Jin and opens it and starts like pointing at things specifically for him. And there's things like, ring of girth. Improving its like necklace of stamina, things that are of a special occasion.
Oh, that's yeah.
Where's a bard when you need him?
Yeah.
Jin's kind of
Now
gonna
you think it's a wedding ring.
Yep.
Jin's gonna hide his blush. He immediately picks up on what's happening because
Yeah.
street cred kid knowledge,
Mhm.
But he's gonna hide his embarrassment and go, not quite the special occasion I was thinking of. More, summoning a god, fighting a demon, that kind of thing.
Ah, well, I'm sorry. Let me put it away. Give me a moment.
I will bear that in mind, though. I have some companions that might be interested in that later.
I see.
He's trying to cover his embarrassment.
Yes.
I feel like this store would smell like dragon's blood incense.
Yes. Oh my god, what was that
Yeah.
store?
Lots of pots.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm envisaging. Yeah.
Mm,
As soon as you described the guy with the sword, I'm like, this is lots of fun.
yep.
Well,
Have you seen lots of butts, Skelly?
no, I don't. I might have gone it, but I don't know names of stores.
No, because it's in Palmy.
Oh, there
It
you go.
isn't Pummy.
Never been in there. then.
Yeah.
But I've been in many of those places that have like, pretend swords and
Oh, yeah.
Band
Like the-
posters.
the mix of that and crystals and
Yeah.
and knockoff Chinese Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They're often combined with the discount tobacconist stores, I've noticed.
Maybe
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep, there's one.
Or
Yeah.
a piercing shop or something like that,
Yeah. The kind you shouldn't get pierced at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can confirm, don't do that. Bad idea.
Yes. Well, other than those special occasions, have some more, I won't say mundane special occasions, but outside special occasions. I have here in the back, I have a cloak of the bat, which while you're wearing that, you'll have advantage on stealth checks, and in dim light or darkness, you can use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet. If you get into light, then you your drop, unfortunately. But you can also use it to, while you're in the dark, you can also polymorph yourself into a bat instead. One of those. What else have I got here? I've got a whistle that while you're blowing on it will allow you to fly.
Oh my god.
What Ailey would have done for that before
Oh,
wings.
yeah.
Yep, they really would have.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm just like. But she doesn't have that much money, so probably good thing.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah. I see what you've done there, Scully. I see what you've done there.
Okay. Real blowhard. Anyway.
Is it a kazoo?
No. It's in like the shape of like a
Like a sports whistle?
no, it's like crafted like like an eagle of some variety.
That's even better.
Yeah. What else have I got here? And I've got various other weapons which only affect particular types of enemies. Fiends and undead. Things like that. Which are becoming more sought after the demon incident.
Demon incident?
You see her sort of like lean over you and look back at Chedek and Thoricus. Yes.
Does Jin know what he's referring to?
I don't know. I don't think the team will have told you about that. I mean, they've probably like,
We wouldn't have.
yeah, they've probably referenced it in conversation with each other, but not explained to you what they meant by it.
Jin's gonna raise his eyebrow at this guy like, huh? Is that enough to prompt him to explain?
Well, your companions can probably fill you in, as I'm pretty sure they were involved, but basically there was a fiend that was hitting the crime family, and there's other fiends found since then that the guardsmen have gotten rid of, and people are getting frightened about the whole thing now, so.
Okay. Well, I suppose in some ways at least they've created some extra business for you.
Yes, that is true.
How much is the cloak?
The cloak of the bat is... Where did I put it? It'll set you back about 2,000 gold pieces.
I don't think that the companion in most need of that will particularly have that spare, but I can ask. Thank you for showing me around your wares.
No problem. And I've just found one of the...
Oh God.
I found an item that fits both definitions of for a special occasion. It's called the Rod of Rulership. Use this action to present the rod and command obedience from each creature of your choice within 120 feet of you. And explicitly,
Just that one.
it explicitly can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, that's a rod you take to very specific parties.
And you can't wear it out.
Yes.
In both definitions of that.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, how much is that one?
That's also 2,000 gold, I'm afraid.
You're afraid. Why would you be afraid?
Well, your friend that didn't have the gold.
Yeah, my
Oh, Thrakus
Friend?
might do.
doesn't.
Sorry, I thought. Sorry, I assumed that you were communally sharing your gold. And that's on me entirely.
Who does that?
Many
People in
adventurers.
relationships.
What? What do people in relationships do? I missed something.
Share their gold.
Also, a lot of the time, no.
No.
Well,
no,
it depends.
Who's assuming
I
this
do, and I'm
wins?
not doing it again.
I mean, I've tried it. I don't recommend.
Is it worth it for the fun? Is it so funny?
It is pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
It
But I
could
think
also be
it's
quite useful in the right situation.
hoard things. Okay. So what is?
Okay, so the targets must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or they're just charmed essentially, and they regard you as a trusted leader. If you or your companions harm them, or command them to do something like seriously contrary to their nature, then they will no longer be charmed.
So it's basically like fucking command, but with
Well, command
multiple people?
is like for a round. It is like a full-on charm. But it doesn't extend to fight your allies or anything. It's just like you'll regard me and my friends as your friends, or as a trusted leader to you. So you'll obey a lot of what I say, but if it gets too far, then you'll break out of it. So if you said to somebody, kill yourself, broken.
No.
You said, kill your friend, broken.
Yeah.
If you said, lift me up, or, help me move this, or put down your weapons, something like that, those would be possible.
And do I need to attune to it?
No,
No.
but it can only be used once a day.
Once a day.
And it will only do... Oh, no, it can... Fucking Jesus
People
Christ.
within 20
It can
feet.
do... within 120 feet.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the limit on people?
It doesn't have... So I will hard limit that at 12 people.
Oh. I don't get Nami.
That's it's way
Nami
too
of
many.
stupid.
Way too many people.
Because it's a
Still a
DC
lot.
15
Yeah.
saving throw.
Which
But
is
I've been burnt by those
that's
sort
your
of DCs before.
that's your normal spellcasting DC for you.
So it's pretty impressive.
yeah.
But I have been burnt by things like that before.
I mean, there's always the chance that it doesn't go to plan.
It just needs to work on
Yeah.
enough people if you're going to use it on a full room of people.
That's true, because it'll be
Mhm.
12.
So if you walk into a room of 12 people and it only works on half of them, that's 6 people. So, and you can say to them easily, hold your other friends from hurting me.
Companions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so if other people hit them, will they then...
No, it's only you and your companions.
It's only me and mine, so it's friendly fire only. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it. Give me it.
Okay. You
That's
got
a
it.
paddling.
That is a paddling.
Cool. I've just taken 2,000 gold off of my
Damn.
Okay. 2,000 gold. Rod of rulership.
Yuppie.
Rod of rulership.
As he hands it to you, you see there's like a little disclaimer thing that comes with it, and it's like, will not be held responsible for like all these, like infidelity and mainly sexual things.
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna write into the description stuff.
Mhm.
So it's a charm.
Yeah, hold on, I'm running it.
Oh, you're already writing it? I'll
Yeah.
stop.
I'm putting the item in for
Okay, thank you.
you. So I need to modify it to say up to 12. And I will do that stuff.
Because it's just been far too tempting, honestly.
Hmm.
That seems like fun.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh dear. Saving throw. Wisdom. 15. That's all that's needed there. It is 120 feet. With yeah, radius. God damn.
The reason it's 2,000 gold.
Yep, there is a reason
There's
it's
a lot of
2,000
gold.
gold. Is indeed. Cool. I'm gonna find a nice little rod thing to put in there. That one looks good. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's a good icon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now, is that the tip or is it a flared base?
That's a good question.
I don't know how to share that so everyone can see it. Roll it, I suppose.
Yeah, that would work. Then I'll just put your charges back.
Oh, it wants me to place a template.
Ah, yeah, because it's
Oh,
got
but
a...
didn't. There we go. I just right-clicked it, so hopefully it didn't place.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bejeweled rod.
Now I know that wouldn't have been used on Jeddick.
Cool.
Does-
Well, congratulations.
Charmed
Does
me
he
by
need to do a
8 hours.
wisdom save?
No, it wasn't used. It was just to show
No.
you the icon.
Okay.
I was just trying to show it around. Yep.
Jeddick and I had to go urinate. I can't think of like a charming way of saying that.
Go piss, girl.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much for your purchase. I hope it serves you well.
They will serve me well.
Yes. With that, we will head over to see what Ailey has been doing this whole time. They
Looking
made their
at
way.
dresses.
Yeah, they made their way over to the twin set of buildings that they were previously at, where there is, yes, fine dresses and makeup store to boot. If you just want to pick up another tub of that
Yeah.
of
Just
bits.
take it from the money from my inventory.
Okay.
Like this is
Just make sure you still got it on your person.
Just updating. There we go.
It was like 2 silver. Something. It was ridiculously cheap, I'm pretty sure. Anything else you want to do while you're over here?
Well, like I said, she was looking out for any interesting stores while she was about.
Okay, roll me a thing. Roll me an investigation. While you're heading out.
Investigation.
Well, great. My Firefox just crashed.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I got a 16.
Glad I wasn't streaming.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be. It would've
Exactly.
crashed.
I shall live. 16. Okay. Interesting for Ailey. Interesting for Ailey.
Shiny magic stores.
It has a buckle on
Odds
it.
and ends.
Red.
As a what?
A red
A
or a buckle. There is something that stands out to you on your way through. Before you exit the gate, that stands out to you because of the red flags that are draped down the sides of the building.
I don't like the quality of it. Weird.
Sorry. So, you notice the building that had red flags draped down the front and sides of it, and could very quickly tell there was some very interesting fire iconography going on around it. Immediately piqued your interest, and that is when you realize that it is the Fire Kingdom's embassy.
All
And
right.
not a
She's
store.
going in.
Okay.
Which one was we haven't been there, right? The
You haven't
fire
been
one?
there yet, no.
Yeah.
You have met people from there before. You have not been there. As you approach and are about to enter the gates into it, probably it's about here. A javelin sort of slides in front of your face to block your entry. Guard says, "Can I help you?"
Well, that's not a very warm welcome for an embassy. Aren't you supposed to be encouraging people to like you or something?
Not really. We're sort of here for Fire Kingdom people to, if they need assistance. We're not really here for the general public, and especially not people who are not elves.
Are you being racist? Because Ailey's learned what that word means
Yeah.
now, thanks to Nemi.
Well, I guess I am.
That's not very polite of you.
I'm here to protect the embassy and the ambassadors within. I am not here to be nice to the general public.
Well, what if I want to go to the Fire Nation and want to learn stuff and you're interrupting me from learning stuff?
Well, then I suggest you go down the street and go through the hole in the wall and go to the Fire Kingdom. He means the hole in the cliff. The fucking big mountain, the hole you saw that goes all the way through the mountain range.
But I need to learn about the place first. What if I don't like it there?
Then
I should
come
find
back.
out before I go. It's a very long walk.
It's not Not really. And you got wings there. You can fly.
Yeah,
You
but
have
the
no
reason
idea how long it's going to be.
she would like point down to Varys, who's probably face palming.
Yes,
all
it's
of
like
Um,
fingers on the bridge of his nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just does not want to be involved.
this is just one of the other people in the party. They can't fly, and look at his little legs. It'll take forever.
This is not a tourist bureau.
But I want to talk to the fire person, because they might know stuff to talk to Jamie.
Roll a persuasion check for me. This is going to be a very high DC. For fuck's sake. God, a fucking plus 10.
I rolled so bad, but it still came out good.
You see him, so he's really not sure what to do here. He sort of stands out in front more into your path, so he's actually properly blocking you, and he says to the guard next to him, "Can you go and fetch anybody, please? Just come on." And the guy next to him nods and runs inside. If you don't mind waiting a moment, someone will be with you shortly, but I will still not allow you on the premises.
Fine. She'll like sigh, and probably some fire will come out of her mouth. To kind of be like, hint, hint, but not more accidental knowing her.
Yeah. He's just sort of he's still not reacting. If anything, he's just sort of checks to make sure there's no embers or anything on him after that.
That makes sense, yeah.
But eventually some more guards come out in sort of a formation, clearly protecting somebody within their ranks. And eventually you notice that is another darker skinned elf from that region. You've met these people before. He comes up. The guard steps out of the way enough to let you see the person and actually have a conversation. And he says, the dragon.
Hi.
Hi.
Do I know you?
No, but I've heard about you.
Ah, then you know how lovely I am, right?
Sure. I know how helpful you have been. I understand.
Do you have any secret dragons hidden in your kingdom?
You see all the guards look between each other and just sort of dumbfounded, completely blank look on his face go, no.
Are you sure? Because the one here didn't think he did, but we were right, and there was a dragon.
Well, I can't say I've met any dragons, but if they're in hiding...
Alirasa, you must have met her.
Yeah, I guess that checks out. Well, I haven't met anyone else like her ever before, so...
Do you have anyone that would be able to help resurrect a dragon god of death or something?
I think you're thinking of Jamie's kingdom.
Yeah, we're going there, but we need more help. So we thought you might have someone, because fire. Angry red dragons like to mess up things, so they might come help.
I see. Well, again, don't think we've got any hidden dragons, or crouching tigers for that matter. But if I run into one, I will send them your way. We certainly don't
Also, will
dabble
I
in
be welcome in the
resurrection
Fire
magic.
Kingdom?
Well, everyone is welcome in the Fire Kingdom.
Okay. She's very like, What cool things are there to do there? Can I set stuff on fire? Is everything on fire? I want to know whether there's like fire plants for my friend as well, because they like plants, but they also like fire.
Yes, there are many fire plant, as you put it. We do bridge between this and the fire realm, the fire plane over there. So yes, there's fire traps and the like. Mainly it's a lot of cactus. But other than that, to do over there, I mean, you can't really set a lot of things on fire. We've spent a lot of time fireproofing a lot of things, because of the fire magic. But for you to do, I mean, it's very pretty. If you like deserts, it's very nice. We like it, you know. Made some pretty cool things over there. Lots of culture, lots of construction. There's a lot of forts and castles from the war, you know.
That sounds kind of fun.
Well, I mean, yeah. Again, we're not, as as we've been informed, this is not a tourist bureau. This is the embassy.
So, embassy, help me.
Those aren't words. God damn it. But otherwise, there are other important matters that I need to attend to. Is there anything else that I can answer?
If you don't, if you want to help save the world from mass destruction, I suggest you find someone you can send to help resurrect a god.
Noted.
All right, bye. And
Bye.
walk off.
And unbeknownst to Aileen, you see if everyone else's benefit, you'll know they'll know that Varys walks up to the after you've left and are out of earshot. He'll walk up to the guards and the ambassador and go, "I am so sorry." And we'll continue to follow. But that is all that you take in that is particularly of interest to you as you make your way over to your store of makeup and clothing.
Yeah, and just take whatever out. Like, they'll recognize her from last time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've taken out the stuff for your makeup. Is there any other clothes or anything you want to buy? It's up to you.
Oh, she'll probably buy some tacky dress of some. Well, not tacky.
Well, so their whole thing at this point is their whole color scheme is green. You don't really. It was crazy for you.
Last time,
Yeah,
it?
purple was off season. but they're usually greens, blues, and yeah, sometimes a purple.
Yeah.
But reds, and any like oranges, yellows, those are hard off limits. I don't even think they'll have the fabric to make that stuff.
Yeah. She'll take something green because she'll be like, I need to blend into the forest.
How about a nice scarf?
Yeah.
There you go. For 2 copper, you get a nice green scarf. Marvelous. Cool. Where do you meet back up? Probably at the ambassador's abode. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say
When they're
so.
all done with everything.
Yep. Is there? Do we go back close enough to that first potion shop for John to like pop in and buy the skill potion?
You could do that if you want.
Cool. I like a skill potion, please.
Okay. I will put that in your inventory. You will lose 50 platinum. The
I thought
potion.
it was 300 and something.
No, it was 500 gold.
Oh, okay. It's fine. I'll just steal it off someone else later.
Perfect. Potion of skillfulness. Oh, no, remove your plate. Oh, you've got it. There you go.
I have done it.
Fantabulous. Cool.
So, hypothetically,
Mhm.
if one happened to have the spell command or the rod, and also the deck of wonders, would one be able to command someone to draw from the deck of wonders? Being that it could have a very, very good consequence and not be harmful. So,
Well, your command ability, it doesn't have a restriction so long as let me look. As long as they
it's like one
make the
word.
thing, right? Yeah, it's just one word is the command.
So the rod would be better.
Yeah. I mean, your one word command could be draw if you're holding the deck of cards out.
Yeah.
And that
In the
would
hopes
work.
that they would.
Hopes that they would do that as opposed to like draw their weapon or anything.
Yeah. Or like start
yeah.
drawing in the dirt.
Yeah. But the thing is that the deck requires specifics. You have to state how many cards you're drawing, draw the card, and then present it and read it aloud. So saying just using your command ability wouldn't necessarily work unless it's on one of your friends who know how to work it.
Mhm.
But the rod, 100%, you could absolutely say to somebody, "Hey, you're commanded now. You know, as your esteemed leader now, follow these instructions."
Like so long as it wasn't someone who was so super against it.
Yeah, so long as if they weren't aware of the nature of the
They
deck,
just thought it was cards.
yep, then they would absolutely do whatever you wanted them to do.
I mean, like,
Cool.
I mean, your
What is
friends.
I want you to state how many cards you were taking, and please take that many cards.
And
With
read it
this
aloud.
magic trick.
Yeah. You know, but Varys, Ailey, Jin will all know
I
exactly the
wouldn't.
deals. They would not be able to do it. Jedek, however.
I don't think Janet could make the wisdom saving throw.
Probably not.
Maybe. If he rolled well enough.
Yes, things have happened.
Yeah, there's no minus to his wisdom at least.
Oh, okay. So there we go. Oh dear.
But
What a fun hypothetical.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not going to come
Yeah,
back and
no.
bite me in the ass.
I mean, are you just gonna do it on some random bystander in the street, or?
This was entirely hypothetical. I don't
I
know why you're
see.
trying to apply it right now.
I was just wondering. was just wondering what I need to prepare for right now.
Yeah, Kelly, this is just hypothetical, just the funsies. Just thinking,
Like,
Mm.
you don't
Yep.
need to stress here.
Mhm,
You're okay.
everything's fine.
Mhm.
We're having a great time.
Yeah.
Thinking about
Fantastic.
things. It's lovely.
You haven't given me this very intense magical item we haven't used at all.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Well, you all meet back up at the ambassador's quarters. It seems that while you guys have been away, Zupimo has sort of unloaded in a sense. He's put on a sort of a pop-up magic shop right outside the ambassador's quarters. Just some books and some bits and
Aelia will
bobs that
be
would-
like, "Oh my god, look, it's the same as the one in Chicken Church."
Yeah, but it's not. It's just he's just like put up like it's like essentially like when you go to like Sunday market, so they've just put like a gazebo, like one of those plastic gazebos up, and it's just got like some shelves and stuff up. That is it. That is legitimately it, and you can see that like Haman is trying desperately to stay in the shade of the gazebo, but is also like clutching his head like ah. But yeah, he's not selling anything that you guys are particularly interested in. Basically, you've already taken him for everything that he's got.
Including him.
Yes, exactly. But there also doesn't seem to be many patrons coming over to him.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, this is unfortunately a very hoity-toity part of town, and he's a human man trying to sell things to elves. So,
Yep.
them's the breaks.
Could I just sort of, as an aside to him, be like, you know, if you market things in a little bit more of a special fashion, you might get a few more people over here.
You think I've
Just
got time
lots
to?
of winks.
You ever got time to do something like that? I was just waiting for you guys to show back up.
Saying is if you know, instead of the big hat, you know, magically maybe make some knockers or something.
Ah, I see what you're getting at. I have tried that actually. It attracted the wrong type of clientele.
Not enough buyers, too many browsers.
Well, people trying to buy things that I don't sell.
Yeah, obviously not in the right market here then.
Not here.
Come on,
Not
man.
here. In the... Don't worry. Yes, I understand.
Is the right trying to give business advice? Like,
Yep. To
that's
someone
so
who
good.
earned enough to want to set up shop in another continent, who had the funds to do so.
I'm like, I've never had a job.
In fact, who is still currently paying for suppliers from the other continent to ship things to him in this continent over a 3-month voyage.
I have the audacity.
Yeah, Zupimo is far more wealthy than it seems.
Oh yeah. He's doing a lot of stuff for funsies.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we ready to go, by chance?
Ready when you are.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. You see, he likes a small wand out of his
Out of his what?
wizard sleeve. And
Gross.
yeah, and all of the books and all of the bits and pieces that are outside all fold themselves back inside of his trunk. And Haman immediately is wincing at the sunlight being put back on his face after the gazebo folds itself down as well. And then he hops up onto his trunk. I was like, well, let's go then. Yeah.
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 Okay. So
Sorry, I'm
that's all right.
quite tired and zoning out.
That's fine. We're
Mhm.
about to finish up.
Yeah, I
Um.
was gonna say,
So, are we going straight north out of here through Pervalor, or are we going to make straight across? Those words didn't add up. Are we going to detour through through Pervalor of Water Kingdom, or are you going to just make a straight shot through the marshes to Zoltamol?
I mean, I really don't want to meet up with a dragon that we've angered. And being that the rest of that kingdom's probably hoity-toity like that, I just want to get Jamie.
Okay.
But what about everyone else?
Jun probably agrees, mostly on the let's get this done sooner rather than later front.
Cool. All right. Well, you start hitting.
Jedek having no context is yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You start heading this way. The moment you get out of the gates of the Centaur City and into this part of town, which is the part of town where you had previously fought and defeated a crime boss crime boss demon posing as a crime boss.
yeah.
You
So they actually were.
What's the difference?
yeah, exactly.
Ethnicity.
Oh, dear. You notice a sort of tenseness in the air. There are more shots looking your way, and more people sort of stopping what they're doing when they notice you walk past. He's getting a little bit tense, just from your passive perception. I'll say that at the very least. Varys a little bit more attentive. He tries to be. Look out for what's going on. But anyone else may also look.
Oh, Jedek 100% thinks that they're checking him out, so he kind of like straightens his posture, and if he sees someone staring for too long, he kind of flexes his pecs a little bit to see if they respond.
You see them immediately like turn away, and you're like, "Oh, man, they're embarrassed." Sad.
They're shy.
I think Varys at a 15. Yeah, Varys definitely will pick up that something's wrong. Normally I get this sort of someone not this bad. These people are aware of something about us that we're not privy to. You guys should keep your eyes out.
Damn.
All right. Looking out, investigating everybody around you, figuring out what's transpiring. You realize that up ahead there are a few people dressed a little bit differently to everybody else. Everybody else is, fine elven clothing, robes, and all that sort of stuff. Up ahead, you are seeing an unruly bunch dressed more in harsh leathers and are far more tattooed. So you know about these specific elves. A lot of their magic comes from tattoos that are etched into them with spice as a main component, which is the magical element that Varys uses and that Ailey's been throwing and stuff, that sort of deal. And a lot of the people around, you've seen them have the tattoos, like on their wrists or on their hands, or in places where it's easier for them to access, or just not really necessarily show them off a lot, unless they're particularly powerful people. Which I guess Jun hasn't particularly run into. The other guys have. But it'll be first for Jin, so Jin will probably point it out that these lot have green, like bright green or very dark green tattoos all over them, all up their face, everything. It is crazy how much stuff they've got going on, and they do not look pleased to see you guys.
So do they look familiar, like the Green Tribe people, but with more tattoos?
They
Earth Tribe?
roll an intelligence check for me, please.
Oh God.
Let's see if you remember them, Ailey.
No.
dear.
No.
No,
Perfectly in character.
no. They definitely don't look anything like the people from Glenvalor. Those druids are different. They also have a similar amount of tattoos to the druids and stuff had, but theirs are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're less aggressive, if that makes sense. Like the tattoos that they have on their faces and stuff are very clearly for the druids anyway. Have their tattoos are very clearly for a purpose. They're only on their face where they need them to be. The people up front, they have it seems very intentionally placed in ways that make them look threatening.
So, after having Jin point it out, can I at least sort of recognize that these are dangerous people?
I would say you do, yeah. With Jin pointing it out, actually, I'll get you to roll an intelligence check for me as well.
Okay.
Same thing for theirs. All right. Thrakus and Ailey, whatever. I don't remember these guys. For Thrakus, it's probably like, oh, that was when we were with Jamie. I don't care. But Varys will remember that, like the day after, or a couple of days after you guys defeated the crime boss, there was a demon. The few people came out of the woodwork who were not pleased. One of them was a very powerful archdruid that turned into a T-Rex, and one of them turned into a Triceratops and killed Ailey.
Yeah.
These look very similar.
Ailey should have gotten to roll.
You would think that Ailey would have remembered them, but no.
Sometimes death really screws with your memory.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is why Ailey did not remember them, because it was a pretty harrowing experience, and mainly just remembers the animals. They have not yet turned into animals, but they are of the same ilk.
Can I just casually lean down to where Codswallop is and just touch him?
Sure. Codswallop
He's
is now
invisible
invisible
now for an hour.
Yep.
Or until he bites someone or someone attacks him.
He has no idea this happened, so he is acting like normal.
Excellent.
Would Janet get the vibe that they're in a tense, or about to be in a tense situation?
Yeah, I'd say you're combat ready enough. You are
Excellent.
you are a berserker.
Supplementary question.
Yes.
Is there someone who looks to be like easily identifiable as the one in charge?
No.
Okay.
They seem like in very druidic fashion, they seem like they have collectivized their power structure.
Okay. Jeddick will continue scanning their eye lines to see if any of them put themselves forward as like the main person.
Okay. So they're standing between. So there is an option for you, which is simply go back and go the other way, if you want to. But basically, they're standing at a crossroads between you and your way out of here, and it's not like it is not. It is not without thinking that they are probably waiting for you at every exit to to this place.
And we're like 5 levels stronger than we used to be.
That's true. But you do also remember that Jamie had a hard time fighting one of them that turned into a T-Rex.
But they have an extra person now.
They do have it. No, right now, currently, yes, they do technically have an extra person of an additional class. That's true. But before, they had Jamie, who was a level 20 warlock.
Well,
soon to be
I can't
god.
speak to any of that.
So maybe it's better that we attempt to stealth out of here. Some fancy footwork down an alley, and maybe some magic.
Okay.
Huh? Huh? No? Anyone with me here?
Yes, well, I'd rather
Yeah,
not.
I'm very zoned out.
How about
My stealth is low, so I don't know how well he'd be able to like.
If everyone
Shut
else is
up, yeah.
staying,
Maybe I should have used invisibility on him.
just be like, oh, we stealthing. What's going on? And
How
just
about-
like, boom.
how about we finish up here, and I'll let you guys rest on it.
That
Oh
sounds
my
very
god, it's a
sensible.
finger.
I
Yeah.
noticed that me not having it on camera equals a lot lower viewership.
It does tend to.
Fancy
different
that.
games. Also realized that my capture was frozen there for a little while, but I mean, it's been on the same screen for a while, so it's not really a big deal.
Just leave it a note for us for when we come back.
Yes. Yes. When we come back next week, we'll see how the team handles this situation. Yeah. Sorry that it was a bit of a shopping episode today. I was hoping
But hey,
that it
maybe
wouldn't
next
be,
time
but
I'll use my rod.
that is
Oh.
true. Maybe the reg is
It's
Maybe
less than 12 people.
that is, yeah.
The rod might come out, everyone.
A rod might come out.
The hot dog.
I might feel my stiff rod.
Oh.
I'm just suddenly thinking of that I has a stick meme, and it was like a snail with a stick or something. And it was just I has a stick.
Oh my god.
Up in the like 2000s or something.
But what if I let Codswallop use it?
Oh my god.
Because I could explain it to him and hand it off to him.
He wouldn't. They wouldn't be able. They would have to be specifically in animal form or currently speaking with animals to understand what he is saying.
So what I'm hearing is that it's a really good idea once they've polymorphed.
Oh.
If they all polymorph, if they all wild shape, then yeah, that could work. So we'll see. I guess we'll see. Well, that's gonna be my recording. So thank you, recording. Obviously, stay tuned for next week's episode of same time, same channel. Obviously, you can catch the rest of the boys actually streaming over on YouNow, younow.com/far-no. Simple stuff like that. They stream pretty much every day of the week. So catch them there. Or you can go, if you want to watch this live, you can sometimes catch Pyro Shadow streaming it over on Twitch. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right. Goodbye,
Alright.
recording.
Ending.